Hello, I'm Dr. Wendy Rowley, and this is the final episode of the Human Potential, episode 12. We've been doing a lot. We have 30 episodes of the Heart Field. We have 10 episodes of New Connection and 12 episodes of Human Potential. Wow, busy. All right, let's see what the final one unfolds to be like, and I will see you on the other side. Good day, dear dearest beings of light. I am Aliania of Cosmic Service, Pleiadian Mother of Sound. Peace be with you, peace be with you, and peace be with you. In this final episode of the Human Potential, we would like to give you a fairly far out viewpoint of evolutionary human potential. And we have never done that before. We're going to take you through the planetary system from the beginning to the end in about 5 minutes in the regards of human potential. All right, let's do it. So you arrive on the planet in your sort of raw state. You've left your soul behind in a very profound place, and it is almost a near perfect soul. And you come in and you forget, and you have an incarnation. And as you have your incarnations, you build up your consciousness, you build up your life force, you build up what is called personal power, which is a gift from the Creator, which is a form of will. And it keeps you moving forward. And we will leave it at that. And those combined make up what people call your original essence, your unique vibration. Some people say it's the vibration of the electrons in cells. Some people describe it as the interdimensional DNA within cells resonating. Some people describe it as your unique soul flavor, that there's no one on the earth like you. How we describe it is that it is your unique vibration in resonance in the heart field to the greater whole. In other words, you can be in resonance to the greater whole or out of resonance to the greater whole. And we have described that the life journey is basically you and your energy in relation to the group and the group in relationship to you. So in that avenue of understanding, the more incarnations you have on the earth, the more presence, the more soul presence, the more higher self presence, the more learning, tools, gifts, and understanding you gain, the more wisdom and mastery you gain. And it is a system. The human potential overall is many things, and it can be manifested in many ways depending upon the beings on a planet and their choices. This one has always felt from studying the human body that it was designed to be a self-healing system. That is deep within her. And she was taught in school that your genetics can't change. And she found herself blurting out to a group of people once, but they can. I know they can. And she's absolutely right. Your genetic structure can change. Your cellular structure can change. And the human design, indeed, is designed to become a self-healing system. That's one human potential. And we're now going into the potentials of you in relationship to the group. For we have explained that your higher self is actually a group energy. And even though it is the record of all of your lifetimes on the earth, it is also a group energy of a creating of a group spirit body of evolution, which is what all of you are in. You're in human spirit bodies that you have evolved and created together. That's one example. So another human potential is that you become self-regulating and self-fulfilling entities. And by that we mean that you become so filled with the creative sources and the Creator's divine intelligence, which we described in the last series of this last episode of this series as being the divine intelligence, the force of love, what you call that, through the heart field, through the creational energies, becomes almost like a directive of knowing the right way to go. It is beyond intuition. It is like a galactic intuition, if we can say it that way. And that is another human potential at the larger end of creating through a planetary system. A third potential that humans have is to become evolved to be able to communicate in a galactic way with other enlightened planets. And that happens between this point and the end of a planetary system. That happens at the 3/4 point, millions of years in the future. The fourth and final thing we'd like you to know is that another human potential is the ability to bring in the creative force of love in a profound way as a group evolutionary planet. What does that mean? What does that mean? That means that you are so radiating the divine intelligence of the creative force through groups of people on the planet in a majority number that the planet actually starts to glow and radiate in a way that it never could before. This one is read long ago that Rudolf Steiner said that in July, forces come up through humans from the elemental kingdom, and they enliven their energetic spiritual anatomy to such a degree that it is a planetary event that other enlightened beings from other planetary systems come. Now, they're not allowed to interfere, but they come to watch because the earth will glow with light. Imagine that 100 times by 100 times quantumly done and magnified so that the whole planet glows like that all the time. That's what the Pleiades looks like. That's what Sirius looks like. That's what Arcturus looks like, and many other enlightened planets. So there is the ability to bring in such a potential of these divine forces that you literally make the planet glow all the time. Now, that's a funny thing to tell you about. Why have we decided to tell you that this day? So that you know from your microcosm, as you increase in your benevolence and in your heart field, you begin to glow. It's those old religious paintings that they show on walls of the masters who radiated energy. And they often show it around the heart field or around the head. And they show it in the heart. Or sometimes they show it around the whole body. It's that at the microcosm to all the way at the macrocosm, you all make the planet glow. And in that, there's an understanding of your evolution has an effect on the evolution of the planet, all the way from the species that come to those other little things that are in the astral world that some people are aware of, they change, to the types of energies that come into the planet change, to so many things become benevolent and beautiful. And it is a beautiful sight to behold, a beautiful sight to behold, because when you reach the 3/4 mark of a planetary system and you are able to bring in those forces to that degree that we just mentioned, there is an enlivening that goes on at that point into so many aspects of whether you want to call her Mother Earth or Mother Earth consciousness or the multidimensional consciousness. And by that time, your understanding of science is beyond what you can understand now. Your understanding of quantum reality, way beyond what you can understand now. So it's hard to explain these things in the consciousness you have now. We don't mean to be belittling or lessening you by saying that, but there is an ability to bring divinity into form to such a degree that you affect absolutely every kingdom on the planet, every form and structure on the planet, every consciousness on the planet, every animal, every plant, every mineral, and everything that there is. That's how powerful your divinity is, your connection is, and your ability to change and create the world you want. So we're giving you this macrocosm of a picture so that you know the bumps you're going through now will be looked at in the past as just something of an old energy. So keep your heads up, your hearts high, and your hope and promise on the horizon. And whether you need to create a picture of any of the things we said to help, hold a high picture of the unfoldment of the human potential that is there for you in your divinity and connection to Source. This is what we wished you to know this day, and that you are dearly loved, and to expect benevolence in all you do, and we bid you adieu. Peace be with you.